Hello and welcome to this edition of Campus Connection. On today's show, Isothermal turns 50 with a big party. We'll tell you about all the festivities planned for the big day. It's a new semester with new students. What kind of advice would you give a freshman at ICC? We asked, and the answers may surprise you. And big changes are in the works for the area with the addition of a multi-million-dollar equestrian center. We give you a first-hand look at the construction going on in Polk County. Plus, we've got all the highlights from the weekend's area high school football games. Stay tuned. An engineering camp, new pathways for students, and an innovative training partnership in industrial were all announced last month. An engineering summer camp conducted by NC State on the Isothermal campus will be held in the summer of 2015. A partnership between Rutherford County Schools, NC State, and Isothermal will be formed to devise a plan for a 2+2 program and pathway, potentially allowing a local high school student to begin working at Isothermal toward an engineering degree from NC State. There are also plans to create a regional consortium of colleges and universities. They will seek grant funding from the Department of Labor. If that funding is received, an advanced industrial corridor will be created between Spindale and Atlanta, with the aim of job creation through cutting-edge training capabilities. Imagine free wireless internet for an entire town. Or how about legally driving a golf cart to Barley's for a bite to eat? These are just some of the projects in the works for Rutherford County.
It was a busy summer for Rutherford County in the towns of Forest City, Spindale, and Rutherford. In Spindale, it's now legal to drive a golf cart on city streets. The council has adopted a new state ordinance that allows golf carts on all city streets with a speed limit of 35 miles per hour or less. Spindale's interim manager is expressing concern over sustaining the operations of the town in its current financial state. He has suggested the town investigate the sheriff department taking over the role of the police department. The Owls owner announced in a Forest City town meeting that he will be selling the team. In other town news, Facebook and Forest City are teaming up to provide Wi-Fi to students K through 12. They're starting out small but hope to eventually provide street-level service to all of Rutherford County. If you're an animal lover, you may not want to listen to this next bit of business. The state recently inspected Rutherford County Animal Control and noted several violations. Some include too many animals in one enclosure, inadequate food and water, and several sanitation issues. Finally, plans are underway to create a nonprofit organization to support and enhance economic development efforts in Rutherford County. Efforts to create this new organization were supported by 4 out of 5 county commissioners. That's a quick wrap-up of what your local elected officials are working on around the county. For Campus Connection, I'm Dylan Huffman.
For some students, starting college can be a bit overwhelming. For others, they may just be making some unfortunate decisions about how they deal with college classes versus high school. This week, our cameras took to the campus to find what advice they would offer incoming freshmen.
Do your work, because seriously, if you're going to spend the time and the money to come to class, you should at least take the time to invest in your own education.
I think one of the most important things is just to make sure you get an early start in your classes.
Get out there, be active, join the clubs on campus.
Use all your resources like the writing lab and the math lab because they can give you the greatest help that you can receive.
Do not miss any classes, especially the first day.
Be involved with any activities and any clubs.
Stay on top of your work to make sure that you're doing your homework and come to class.
Go to the gym. It's a great place to hang out and to keep yourself from getting in trouble.
Do your homework.
Take advantage of the resources that you have here.
Prioritize your work and follow your instructor's instructions at all times.
Ask for help if you don't understand. Don't be afraid to ask. That's your main important advice.
This year marks a milestone for Isothermal Community College. It's their 50th anniversary. Over the summer, some of the faculty and staff who remember the early days of Isothermal told us about how it all began.
I can remember
being in early high school and remember the talk of a community college being created in Rutherford and Polk counties. It has positively impacted thousands and thousands of people throughout the years.
When you look out in the class, when you're first starting out, we were here on this campus in April of '68. You look at the faces of people who probably had hopes and dreams of going to college. I think a lot of those hopes and dreams would not have become realities if it hadn't been for Isothermal Community College. If you think about the hundreds of the thousands of students who have been through here, this college has made a difference in so many lives.
I had jobs prior to coming to Isothermal. I taught in high school in different places, but I really didn't establish a career until I came to Isothermal. My experience with Isothermal was very much like family. Everybody cared for everybody, and everybody knew everybody.
It's hard to imagine this county or surrounding without it.
I have great fond memories of, I think, the 1990s when there was a lot of change going on and we were getting into the idea of the Learning College and going away for training and learning how to just approach education from a totally different perspective.
I can remember when it first started, we go to meetings and places, and they said, where are you? And I said, we'd say, Isothermal Community College, and they say, what's that? Now they say, where are you from? They say, Isothermal. Really? Because now they know Isothermal Community College is one of the top colleges in the country.
So as we look at the future, the beauty of a community college and the beauty of Isothermal Community College is that we are adaptive. We can meet the challenge of change. We take people where they are and we will take them as far as they want to go.
The celebration will kick into high gear on Saturday, September 27th. The entire community is invited to celebrate with the college. There will be food, games, and live entertainment, including Acoustic Syndicate and Citizen Mojo. The festivities begin at 8 a.m. with the Patriot Run. For a complete schedule of the day's lineup, visit isothermal.edu. When we come back, we'll tell you about a multi-million-dollar venture that's coming to our area.
Isothermal Community College was founded upon a mission to bring a good and accessible education to those around the Rutherford and Polk County area, supplying a way for people to go as far as they had ever hoped. And now, Isothermal continues on with that mission stronger than ever before, gladly providing an opportunity to whoever is in need. Isothermal Community College, celebrating 50 years of community.
Isothermal Community College is my college.
Isothermal Community College is my college.
Isothermal Community College is my college.
And for 50 years, Isothermal Community College has been your college, guiding students from 16 to 60 in the pursuit of their dreams and helping to create a strong foundation on which success can be built. Isothermal Community College is here
to help you to meet the challenge of change.
Welcome back. At Isothermal Community College, many of the students here accomplish amazing feats. Our student population ranges from those who are simultaneously earning a high school degree and an associate's, to those who are raising a family, working full-time, and still managing to take college classes. This semester we will introduce a new segment called Student Profiles. If you know an undergraduate who embodies the Isothermal Community College spirit, we want to meet them. We are asking staff and faculty to nominate students for the weekly profile and let us tell their story. Email your nominations to icc.campusconnection@gmail.com. It's the beginning of a new semester, and that means lots of ways to get involved.
I'm Charles Harrison, and if you're into sports, ICC has it. Upcoming intramural activities have started. Dodgeball happens every Tuesday at 4 p.m. in the Student Center gym. On Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m., you'll have the chance to play basketball. Wednesdays, all the action can be found outdoors at the tennis courts beginning at 4 p.m. Saturdays, come get your game on with soccer and flag football beginning at 9 a.m. at Dunbar. Every Monday at 5:30, join Isothermal at Cleghorn Plantation for a golf scramble. Thursdays, it's an old school favorite, kickball at 4 p.m. in the Student Center gym. And get in shape with aerobics happening every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. in the gym. And don't forget, the campus has a variety of clubs for you to get involved in. For a complete list, visit the website under current students. And don't forget to get your student ID if you haven't yet. Stop by the Student Activity Office this week of September the 2nd through September the 19th to get yours made. And your ID can get you some great discounts at businesses around the area. And if you missed the IC3 Connect last week, tune in to next week's Campus Connection and we'll have complete wrap-up. And reporting for Campus Connection, I'm Charles Harrison. See you next week.
A Constitution Day celebration is planned for Wednesday, September 17th at noon in the Library Auditorium. The Honorable Bob Hunter, a judge for the North Carolina Court of Appeals, will discuss the Constitution of the United States in honor of the 227th anniversary of its signing. Construction has already begun on Tryon International Equestrian Center. The site, which located at the Pea Ridge exit on 75 Bypass, will feature 10 riding arenas, stadium seating for 6,000 people, and 1,000 permanent horse stalls, plus elevated and shaded viewing decks, a large covered riding facility, and the Tryon Sports Complex. The sports complex will include a health club, game room, kids camp, sports bar, children's playground, tennis courts, mountain bike park, climbing walls, basketball court, and a pool. Above the equestrian showgrounds, and scheduled to open in 2016, will be an upscale 150-room hotel. Now that school's in session, that means high school football is in high gear. Ryan Pilgrim and Charles Harrison takes a look at all the highlights and scores from area game during the last 2 weeks.
East Rutherford came out on top of North Gaston 29-7 to improve to 1-1 on the season. Calvin Camp led the Cavs with 245 total yards, also contributing 2 out of the 4 touchdowns for the Cavs' victory. Thomas Jefferson jumps to 2-0, beating Rosman 38-20. The Griffins are hungry and ready for another playoff run. Chase fought hard to climb back to 1-1 on the season with a great victory on the road, beating R.J. Reynolds 31-6. The Hilltoppers are undefeated on the young season and put up huge numbers Friday night against Stuart Kramer. The final score had RS on top 48-6, but can they hold off rival Polk County next Friday night? RS fell to Polk County 33-12 for the Hilltoppers' first loss of the season. Can they bounce back next week? The Cavaliers had an impressive win to improve to 2-1 this season, beating Tuscola 39-29 Friday night. They face Kings Mountain this coming up week. Chase Trojans got defeated by Bandies 42-7. Chase plays Burns next Friday night at Burns. Thomas Jefferson lost to Avery County 42-38, but next week they have off to prepare for Asheville School.
Current weather conditions for Rutherford County are now just a mouse click away. The weather station on Isothermal campus was completed in the middle of August and is now operational. The station is part of the State Climate Office of North Carolina. The information aids in research of climate change, agriculture, and water resource management, air quality, and disaster information. To access the information for our weather station, visit their website, scroll down to the map, and click on the Spindale dot. Taking a look at your forecast from the Associated Press, Friday will start out rainy with a significant chance of storms Friday night, but the weekend looks like it will be cooler than this past week, with highs only reaching the mid-70s. Monday will be back close to 80 with a chance of thunderstorms early in the week. Thanks for tuning in to our first edition of Campus Connection for the school year. If you have any suggestions for stories, please email them to icc.campusconnection@gmail.com. We leave you today with scenes from the Science Expo that took place over the summer at Isothermal. 2nd through 6th graders had the opportunity to try their hand at television production, and here's just a sampling of what they came up with.
As you can see, these ducks are mad, and they are not going to take anymore. Some are describing these ducks as crazy, and apparently it seems like this has been going on all day. Students have been chased by gangs of mad ducks. Ducks harassing students as they walk on their way to class.
Imagine being different, so different that you probably should be in a different school.
Meet Austin, Ava, and Samuel. Each of these young students has a gift. One, the gift of super strength, another the gift of fire, and the last, the ability to read minds.
It was